Save time, frustration, and learn how to do your Kegel exercises properly. And this means completing your Kegels in the correct positions. What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to teach you the 5 best positions to complete your Kegel exercises in so that you get the best and fastest results. Getting straight into it, let's get into the top 5 Kegel positions. Quick side note, if you're not already familiar, the term Kegel exercises and pelvic floor exercises are interchangeable. They mean the exact same thing, but today we're calling them Kegels. All right, let's go. Up first is the lying down position. Now, this can be lying down on a bed, lying on the floor, or even lying on your couch. I like to start with the lying down position because when you're exercising to strengthen your pelvic floor and you're doing your Kegels, you are working with gravity and not against it. That's really important. Now, when we're lying down, we're contracting our pelvic floor muscles across the plane of gravity, making it a little bit easier to actually feel the contraction and know what muscles you're working on. So my best tips for lying down is to make sure you have a pillow under your head and then bend your knees up, but keeping your feet planted on the floor. Now, once you're in this position, you're all set to complete your pelvic floor exercises. Go and give lying down a try. Okay, up next, we have 4-point kneeling. Now, this is the position when you're kneeling on your hands and your knees to complete your pelvic floor contractions. Now, you're probably wondering, why in the world would I want to be in this position? It looks ridiculous. Well, for one, when you're in the 4-point kneeling position, you're contracting your pelvic floor once again across gravity and not against gravity. And when you're in this position, you can add in fire hydrants, donkey kicks, bird dogs, and even pelvic floor tilts while you're contracting your pelvic floor at the same time, making this a very functional position to train your pelvic floor in and to also mix in your core and lower body exercises at the same time. Okay, so when you get into the 4-point kneeling position, make sure your knees and arms are spaced out shoulder width apart, and then completely relax the stomach. Just let it drop. And now you're ready to perform your Kegels contraction. Now, if you wanted to add in, say, a donkey kick to train your glutes, you would relax the stomach, perform your Kegel contraction first, hold this contraction, and then do your donkey kick and repeat as many times as needed. And that's how you would add these in while working out your lower body at the same time to get more bang for your buck. Okay, moving on to the third position, and this is one that you can try out right now, and it's actually sitting down. Now, the positions up until this point have been contracting that pelvic floor across the plane of gravity. However, performing a Kegels contraction sitting down in a chair is working against gravity, making this position a little bit more difficult to master. Now, the key to mastering this position is to sit on the very edge of your seat, get your 2 fingers in place over your perineum, so that's underneath your underwear, and this is so you can actually feel the pelvic floor contraction. Now remember, fully breathe out, exhale completely, and then lift up that pelvic floor, performing your Kegel contraction, and then release. Now, the convenient thing about this sitting position is that you can try this while you're sitting at your desk, like I am right now. You can do it while sitting on the toilet or even when sitting in the car. Now, you might not have the ideal setup in the car or even on the toilet, but the goal is that when you're doing your Kegels and strengthening your pelvic floor, you need to get as many repetitions in as possible. So regardless where you are, get those reps in and get it done. And that's how you're gonna see the best results to getting a strong pelvic floor and improving your urine leakage and even improving the quality and strength of your erections. All right, moving on to position number 4. I like to call this one the troubleshooting position. This position is called sitting with a supported lean. Now, if you're finding it difficult to feel your pelvic floor contraction, pay close attention to this one. So for sitting with a supported lean, find a chair and a table set up like this, the desk I'm at right now, or you can even go to your kitchen table and a chair. Now start sitting down, shift all the way to the edge of the seat, okay? Feet planted firmly on the floor. Now you're gonna brace your weight on the table with your non-dominant arm, just like this, okay? So non-dominant arm on the table. Now you're gonna use the other hand that's not on the table, place 2 fingers directly underneath your underwear, onto your perineum. And now relax your stomach completely. Shift all the weight onto that bracing arm. Breathe in, breathe out, and now perform your Kegels contraction. By shifting that weight forward, we're altering that force of gravity, making it a little bit easier to actually feel your pelvic floor muscles contraction. And last but not least, we have the standing up position. Standing to perform your Kegels is by far the most difficult position to master. And that's because you are working directly against the force of gravity. All that force is playing up and weighing down on that pelvic floor. And although it's one of the most difficult, it's probably the most important position to master, because if you're struggling with urine leakage, chances are that you're getting this leakage when you're standing up, such as when bending down to towel off after a shower, or bending over to put on your underwear, or even when leaving the bathroom. This makes it such an important position to train your pelvic floor in, and one you must add into your exercise routine. Now, the best part about mastering your standing position is that you can perform your Kegels in the shower. Now, before you judge, think about this. When you're in the shower, you have complete privacy, you have direct access to placing your fingers right over top the perineum, and your body is generally very relaxed underneath the warm water. Now, when you step into the shower next, I challenge you to do a set of Kegels, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Try a set of around 10 reps, and let me know what you think in the comments below. And remember, regardless of your situation, keep going, and I'll see you in the next video.